Welcome back, everybody. I am Jake from Ohio State, and this is the Buck 112 Slim Pro. This is the upgraded version from just a Slim Select, the series that came out just a little while ago. And, you know, I was very excited when this was all launched. I'm a big fan of the old Buck knives, that, Grandpa always carried or whatever. But I like the looks of them. But I just couldn't get past the weight and no pocket clip, and I'm not at a point where I'm going to wear, a little sheath on my belt yet or anything like that. I suppose someday, or if I, get into a job or something like that, where that is needed. But so when this whole series was launched, I was very excited, and I picked up, and I'll show in a little bit, the $20 version of these is Slim Select. But with this, I really wanted to get a hold of the upgraded one just as a collector. And honestly, I'll probably keep those $20 ones for my kids, and then this guy will be mine. So with the upgrade, we'll get a little specs out of the way here. You can get this guy for 80 bucks. I found it just a little before Christmas, or early in the Christmas season rather, and it was $63. So we know it was at that price point once. Maybe it'll go back to it, or you can find it somewhere along those lines. This guy is 7 1/4 overall, 2.8 ounces, nice and light and slim for certainly a full-size knife. Well, on the smaller side of full-size, I guess. I try to get somewhere around 7 1/2, which I know I could have gotten the Buck 110, which is quite a bit larger, but I like this design. So 7 1/4 overall. My Carta scales on there, which you can see mine have already started to pick up some little bit of pocket use wear or patina. This is their green version. They have a brown, and this green is, it's got tints of green certainly. And I'll talk about this guy in a minute, don't you worry. But it's already picked up some nice bit of wear up here, just from use and the pivot. From my fingers, you get the oils in there, and it's starting to even darken up, which I think is going to be really cool, kind of getting a little fade going. The upgrade on the steel is their wonderful, you get this S30V with their Boss heat treat, and I think that's really cool. Bose heat treat, which I think is really cool. We all know they do a great job with that. So, ergos wise, again, you know what, I'll get the pocket clip out of the way. That's where we'll go right next to. So as you know, if you've seen pictures of this, and I'll pop one up right there, what this thing looks like straight from the factory, I can give you an idea anyways. It looks like that. That's the pocket clip that comes on there. And I think this is certainly the most controversial point, where a lot of people, including myself, thought, well, why did you made this great slim, everything was supposed to be nice and pocketable, and then this clip that is very, it's such a, you've got a knife in your pocket, all right? It's an indicator, there's no doubt. This thing's sticking out of your pocket. I give them credit. I like the anvil design. I think that's really cool. And it's not that I hated it, but it's certainly a detractor where before I spent the, 80, whatever, you get it $70, $80 on this, I thought, man, I wonder if I can figure out something. And again, I give him credit to Jay from the Knife Beater. He put out a video about different pocket clips and from MXG, which ones will fit different ones. So I think that's really cool. And I thought, well, yeah, why not, right? So this is, you start with this. This is the pocket clip, the standard pocket clip off of a Rat 2, Ontario Rat 2. So then, well, those are the exact same screw hole pattern. Great. Now I can go to MXG and order one directly from them for a Rat 2, but know that it fits on this. And I mean, really, tell me in the comments, does this not look so much better? This is a night and day difference. And it really makes this, fits the knife a little more, nice slim carry. That's what this is designed for, how thin it is, how simple. That just, it looks so much better to me, even with the little tumbled finish that MXG does. So I think that's really cool, and it's a nice upgrade. And with that, It does not really affect the carry at all. Obviously, it's a deep carry and it fits almost perfectly there. Yeah, the screws, of course, aren't recessed. It's not recessed into it, but I don't really mind any of that, you know. Like I said before, I have to wear dress pants, and this slides in and out perfectly fine. The little bit of texturing on the micarta doesn't hold up, and it slips underneath there perfectly fine, and into standard jeans. It works great. And there's no, there's no play in it just because you're using 2 of the 3 screws. There's no issues with it. It doesn't move, and I think it's fantastic. So doesn't affect the ergos whatsoever. You know, you can get a nice grip on there. For my bigger hands, because this sort of trails off, I can allow them to float my fingers back, and it's just such a great grip. It's thin. This, honestly, it even supplies a little bit. Now you go right-handed, I mean, same kind of thing, you know. I mean, it's just kind of sitting in there. Even if you do that, it kind of sits right in that little crest right inside of there. It works great. You know, I was so excited to find that clip for it because I was very excited to get this knife. So it's overall terrific design. You know, sorry to keep blathering about how positive it is. I try to keep things on the channel that I really like. I don't see the point of putting something on here that I don't like. So again, quick specs, you get, you know, 80 bucks, you're going to get their S30V, micarta. By all means, you know I've said this before, where you're already spending 80 bucks and then you go spend, this is $23, and, you know, plus shipping if you're only going to get one. You know, yeah, so it puts it over 100 bucks for this knife. But now that I have this, I'm going to pass those other 2. I'm going to keep those cheaper ones for my kids for their starter knives, and then I'll have this. And I have no desire to let go of this knife. This will stay in the collection with that upgraded pocket clip. I think it's terrific. So one last thing I want to point out. Sometimes I grease over some little stats because I don't remember that people that watch these videos haven't been into knives. Some people are new to knives. And so one thing that I always have thought was really cool, if you look right on their little stamp, right on their tang there, right on the ricasso, that little indicator, I've always thought was really cool. That buck did that. That indicates the year that this was made. And I think that's awesome. I'll leave this laid out because we'll do some comparisons. So even though, say, this guy came out around the same time, you know, it has just a little right there next to the 112, stay focused. So it's a U shape with a dot in the middle of it. And you can go on to Buck's website and you'll find that, and it'll tell you when. Just like I have the Spitfire here, which is a little bit harder to see because it is a black blade, but then that's sort of an upside down U with a dot in it. So that guy, then you can, again, go look him up. By the way, on this one too, if I flip this over, man, another one to find out that it's the same hole pattern. So this is also a Rat 2 pocket clip from MXG, because the spacing here, and if you go look at a picture of that thing up, because this pocket clip was really terrible. Sorry, Buck, but it made me not want this knife. And once I found this out in this color combo, to get that was really cool. Let's go. Good comparison here. I'll get this one out of the way since we already have that. Good comparison to me anyways is the bug out, a Benchmade bug out. Thickness wise, you're almost, again, you know, I'm going to say it's the same. We can get calipers out, but really for the naked eye, that thing's the same. And weight wise, you're pretty close, about an ounce difference. Bring this guy down, make that look nice and neat. There you go. Length wise, you're almost the exact same. So really good comparison with that guy. Also kind of a standard one I had in my pocket is Delica, Spyderco Delica. Just these great line of lightweight knives, really good steel. And I think they're just good buys. You know, these are just good classic. It's a classic design brought forth into the 20th century to make it look really cool and with good materials. So there you go. That's it, guys. It's wildly positive on this thing, and I think other people have been as well. If you're going to look to get it, you know, maybe you look right to MXG and get that pocket clip, because I think that really sets it apart as well. And there you go. All All right, thanks for tuning in again, and everybody have a great day. Go out and make somebody smile, and enjoy life. All right, take care.